Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Little will not be on the Zoom this afternoon, so I am going to read your book to you right now. So this afternoon, we're starting a new Junie book because we just finished Cheater Pants. And our new book is called Junie B, First Grader, Boss of Lunch. And we know that our author is Barbara Park. And this book was illustrated by Denise Brunkus. And like all the Junie books, this is a chapter book. So let me show you the chapters. Oop. This book has 9 chapters. And the first chapter that we are starting with is called Not Normal. All right, and here's Junie. Looks like she's walking to school with her backpack. And we can tell she's wearing long pants and a light sweatshirt. So it's probably the beginning of fall, just like it is here. Thursday. Dear first grade journal, hooray, hooray, it came, it finally came. Yesterday, the delivery man brought it right to my house. And today I carried it to school for the very first time. Right now it is sitting under my desk. I keep sneaking down there to see it closer. But my teacher just said to please stop doing that. Only guess what? He is not even watching me right now. So I think I will sneak down there just one more time. And that will be it, possibly. I wish myself good luck, from Junie B, first grader. And we know that when we see the lined part with the different writing, that's where she's writing in her journal. I put down my pencil and looked all around. Room 1 was still writing in their journals. I smiled very sneaky. Then I bent over in my chair real slow, and I reached way down and I lifted the lid of my brand new shiny lunchbox, hollered May. Junie Jones just opened her lunchbox again, Mr. Scary, and you told her not to do that anymore. Remember? Now I want to show you the part that I just read. When May was yelling, do you notice it's all in uppercase letters? May is the tattletale girl who sits next to me. I do not actually care for her. My heart pounded very hard and I bent over even more. And I hid my head so my teacher couldn't see me. Only I didn't do a good job of hiding, I guess, because just then I heard Mr. Scary's shoes walking towards me. Junie B, why is your lunchbox open again? Asked Mr. Scary. Didn't I just speak to you about this a few minutes ago? I kept my head down and I looked at the floor. One of Mr. Scary's shoes started tapping at me. Tappy shoes are not happy shoes, I think. Junie B, said Mr. Scary again, do you have a good reason for opening your lunchbox again? I quick closed my eyes and tried to think of a good reason. Close your eyes and think. Mr. Scary's shoe tapped louder. I opened my eyes and peeked at it, and then, bingo, all of a sudden a miracle happened. One of my eyes saw my napkin in the corner of my lunchbox, and a bright idea popped into my head. I quick grabbed the napkin and I started shining Mr. Scary's shoes. Shining shoes means cleaning them and making them very shiny. Look, Mr. Scary, look. Here is my good reason. I said, see, huh? I am shining your shoes with my napkin, see? I shined and shined. This is the smartest reason I ever came up with, I said, very proud. I smiled up at him. Would you like some spit on my napkin? I asked real nice. A little spit makes shoes extra gleamy. Mr. Scary quick pulled away his shoes. No, Junie B, no spit, please. Just sit up, he said. I sat up. Mr. Scary stared and stared at me, stared back at me. I wriggled in my seat, very uncomfortable, because staring teachers make me squirmy, of course. Finally, Mr. Scary talked again. I want you to stay out of your lunchbox, Junie B, he said. We have a rule in room 1. Lunchboxes are to be opened only in the cafeteria. I did a sad sigh. Yes, I said, I know the rule, Mr. Scary, but I waited a real long time to get this lunchbox. And yesterday it finally came right to my house. And so today is my first day of not carrying a plain brown sack to school. And so every time I look at that new lunchbox, I feel so happy inside. I picked it up to show him. See how cute it is, I said. My mother ordered it from a nature store. It has all pictures of baby birds on it. See all of them? I pointed. This is my favorite. I said, it is called an owlet. Owlet is the name for a baby owl. My grandpa Frank Miller told me that. I pointed at a different bird. That one is an eaglet, I said. An eaglet is a baby eagle. Do you see how cute Junie's lunchbox is? After that, I held my lunchbox way high in the air. Pretend you're Junie, hold it up high. So all of room one could see it. See all the birdlets, children? There are owlets and eaglets and ducklets and chicklets, I explained. I put my lunchbox on my desk and I took out the thermos. And see this thermos, people? This thermos has pictures of bird nests on it. Isn't that cute? May made a face. Go like this. Ick, she said. Who wants to drink out of a stinky, pooey bird's nest? I made a face at her. I do. That's who, May, I said. I love drinking out of stinky, pooey birds' nests. May reached in her desk and pulled out a lunch ticket. Well, I buy my lunch, Junie Jones, she said. Bought lunches are better than brought lunches. Bought lunches don't sit around all morning and get soggy. I crossed my arms at that girl. Cross your arms. Junie's mad. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard of, May, I said right back. Brought lunches are way better than bought lunches, because brought lunches are made special by our very own mothers. Mr. Scary did a frown. Okay, girls, that's enough, he said. But May kept on arguing with me. For your information, Junie Jones, mothers are not professional lunch makers, she said. Mothers are just plain old normal people. I stamped my foot at her. Stamp your foot. 'Cause that was my final straw. Do not call my mother normal, May, I hollered. No one in my whole entire family is normal. So there. May started to laugh. Then some of the other children laughed too, only I don't know why. Finally, Mr. Scary snapped his fingers at them. Can you do this? I put my lunchbox back on the floor. It was not my best morning. All right. So Junie is always having trouble with May, isn't she? Tomorrow, chapter 2 is called Hoagies, and that's where we will start tomorrow. All right, bye guys.